So what Putin did with all of that so-called diplomatic foray was give Obama a way out. It avoids the necessity of getting a vote. And I compare that speech that was given tonight to the one that was given on the night of the 27th of October 1983 when Ronald Reagan addressed the nation about both Lebanon and the operation that had commenced that morning in Grenada. The difference is stark. What Obama showed the world tonight is that we have a weak, I guess the kids are in bed so I can say it, flaccid, low-T, impotent foreign policy. And that is a disaster for this country.
Well, it's sort of interesting how Russia, it seemed like we had a very chilly relationship between President Obama and President Putin for quite some time. It's been very chilly. Now, all of a sudden, in the most peculiar twist, it's almost like, you know, we have now outsourced this to Putin to sort of broker a deal so that he can keep Assad. We've never even sought to remove Assad, but you know, and we've got a Congress who was in play, and now they're not in play.
Right. Putin has his own reset button. And what Obama did tonight was to give Putin credibility he does not deserve. Look, Putin heads a dying country. There's 1 million fewer Russians today than there were a year ago. And next year there'll be 1.5 million fewer. He has oil, he has nuclear weapons, and now he has credibility in a part of the world where we ought to be the most credible nation. And what Obama has done with this, and they ought to take the resolute desk out of the Oval Office, because this man doesn't deserve to sit behind it, given what happened today. And I know there's been a lot of people looking for nice things to say about him tonight, but I found that speech tonight to be indicative of a president who does not know strategy. Cruise missiles are not a strategy, and we have no strategy for removing the man who said it needs to go.
All right, so, I mean, look, I think we've gotten into a very sort of thorny situation for a lot of reasons, including that we don't know what happens if Assad does go. Like, who do we get? I mean, there's so many moving pieces in this. But I'm curious, what would you have done?
Well, I would not have made the comment he did a year ago about a red line.
Well, in light of where we are. Now, we're here today. What would you do?
But I disagree with that. I don't think you can ignore what led up to this. Had he, a year ago, after he'd made that comment, gone to Brussels with NATO, gone to the Europeans, gone to our allies, but he should have.
Okay, I got that.
See what I'm saying?
But then we can go back at 22, and we can go back and look at this and say it was dumb, it was smart, it was whatever it was. But the problem, here we are today. We've got a real problem. How do you get us out of this problem?
At this point, I'm not too sure how you get out of the problem, because, as I say, Putin has credibility he doesn't deserve. The Iranians, the only people who are better off for this are the Iranians, Hezbollah, the Russians to a certain extent, and tomorrow morning Syrians are still going to be dying by the thousands, because even if he doesn't use chemical weapons again, the advantage is all gone to Assad. And so the rebellion that we theoretically were supporting, at least rhetorically, no longer has a chance over there. What we've got to be looking at is a Congress that was more than likely going to vote no on the use of force. I mean, all of the things that have taken place for over 2 years, when you consider where all this started, is not good for American foreign policy. And worst of all, it distracts us from things like the Benghazi, the IRS, all of those investigations like NSA spying. And now we've got tomorrow, the anniversary of what happened on 9/11/01.
Colonel North, nice to see you, sir.
Always good to be with you, Greta.